Jackie's Garden. Hello and welcome, my little sprouts. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Jackie's Garden podcast. I want to give a brief disclaimer that my D&D campaign is a homebrew one, meaning that although lore of traditional 5e D&D will be included, there will be some creative flares added to my episodes. Remember that D&D is a creative role-playing game where the only limitations are the ones we set and create. Let's continue to grow, learn, and listen together. Thank you for joining me, and let's get on with the episode. Welcome back to Terrantel, everyone. Join with me now are our players. Let's introduce them. First, we have Maddie.
I play Aelin, the very concerned high elf paladin.
Then we have Kisla.
Everyone, I am Kisla. I play Willow, the traumatized wizard halfling.
And finally, Michael.
I'm Hanvil, the forest gnome bard.
And last but not least, our special guest for this mini arc, Mage.
I'm Venn, the sorcerer who likes to go off on his own adventures.
Thank you, players. Now that our introductions are done, let's start the episode with a little recap. Last we left off, Aelin rushed into the woods to rescue Tempest, who had gotten the attention of some unruly men. Venn assisted Aelin in retrieving her microgriffin and made quick work of the goons guarding the spilled supplies by the mysterious shipment container. One of the thugs was killed immediately while the other was knocked out by Willow's strong hind legs, morphing herself into a kangaroo. Venn was able to semi-convince the other thugs through some successful persuasion checks to leave the area, but was told that they'd be back after they heard back from their captain regarding Venn's supposed employment to Bishop Benedict. As the team was preoccupied in battle, Hanvil snuck off to Evergreen's Cove, where he crossed over a mushroom circle and succeeded on a constitution save, shrugging off the magical effects of the circle. Perplexed but unfazed by its mysteries, Hanvil decided to pluck 8 random mushrooms from the circle and stow it away in his bag before joining the rest of the party. Now accompanied by 11 moss kittens, the team updated Hanvil and decided to head to the bandit camp, but not before Hanvil decided to use one of the mysterious mushrooms to kill off the remaining hostage. As they made their way to the bandit camp north of where they stood, Venn and Aelin overheard the discussion between 2 thugs mentioning that Captain Braket will know just how to finish them. And that's where we left off. So you all are in the forest right now. The hostage has just been killed, and Venn and Aelin, you've overheard this murmuring off in the distance.
We need to go to the north, to the camp.
What didn't you know? That's the direction that those buffoons are in.
The buffoons?
The buffoons.
Hanvil, as you're moving, the kittens stop and they're just completely enamored with this gold mine of food. So as you're walking, you cannot take the moss kittens with you. So quick peek on the map for those listening to this pre-recorded session weeks later. Hanvil has his token on our above VTT map on above D&D Beyond, and he had the 11 tokens around him, and he was grouping them together and moving them as he was moving with the team, and I thought that was just so funny. But unfortunately, Hanvil, you cannot take the kittens. But I thought that was just so funny. I really wish that we had a video of just that.
Oh no!
Just Hanvil walks up, pets him one last time. All of you,
Yeah?
stay stealthy.
Okay.
Stay good.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll see you again, but you are all adorable. Evergreen, I will leave it up to you to determine whether or not you would like to stay with your family or accompany me on my journeys.
Making him choose.
It's his choice. It's not mine.
He got a nat 1 on his valor, so he's like,
I'm just going to stay with my family. Thank you for the name.
Sounds good, Evergreen. He lets him out, gives him a head scritch. You all be good, and watch over each other.
so they're just all eating at the fish and protein. So
You hear anybody come back, run.
Okay, we can do that.
I don't want them being sold off by these bandits.
Willow, is there anything else that you want to do, or are you going to join the party on the main road?
No, I think all my plans are ruined.
Oh no!
Willow's going to turn her legs back into normal and then dejectedly join.
Oh, as Willow joins the group and you all start your way north, I will describe the scene for you. Following this beaten path, you begin to see the tree line ahead of you fall away as you find yourself on a 20-foot cliff overseeing a recessed hole that is completely protected by the shrubbery around it. From this perspective, you can see 3 pitched up tents in this concave area. A tan one, a larger one, with crates on the outside of the tent looking to be used for storage. And then 2 other smaller faded green tents that appear to be housing quarters for the men you see below. What would you guys like to do?
How long since the initial encounter with the bandits?
So I kept rolling d20s to figure out how many minutes you guys had taken up. I would say that you had around like 3 minutes left.
Like how long is that then in terms of like total minutes?
Like that you guys were
We were
talking?
down there, I guess.
In total, you guys were there for around like 27 minutes. So
Okay.
yeah,
All I needed to know because the spell is concentration up to an hour and I haven't cast another spell yet.
great.
Okay. So Willow's gonna look at everyone and be like, so what's the plan? Are we sneaking? Are we just running
The
in?
first thing before anything happens, when Hanvil walks up to Ben and puts a hand on his thighs, just like, shit, I'm gonna heal him. Because he's like definitely got some damage because he doesn't know why he's hurt, but he's hurt.
He looks a little haggard.
So that's 1d4 plus 4, and you're in luck because you get 7.
Ooh.
7.
You're almost full.
My lucky stars.
Imagine
Yeah, I was
being
always
injured.
just taking care of my good old chum. just like the old days, Venn. Like when I met you on the road.
Ah, yes. All right. I'm feeling 22.
Take me back.
So hey, Hanvil. So I think we're petting kittens while things had occurred.
Naming, but yes, also petting.
Naming kittens. All right. So here's what happened. We happened upon 2 bandits. I thought you were there. You weren't. We killed one. We tied up the other one. I think you know what happened to him. But I talked to another group as they came in while Aelin and Willow were hiding, and I told them that Bishop Benedict was paying me 100 to do the job that they're supposed to be doing, or to keep them in line. So if they didn't get the job done, I would kill them. So that's kind of where we're at. Just as a little quick little catch up that we're doing.
Okay. They didn't even ask to see the 100 gold? What kind of bandits? What kind of bandits does this country have?
I mean, I'm getting paid 100 doesn't mean I have the 100 on me.
True, but you would think that if you're worth 100 gold, you'd have more gold on you.
Unless you spend it on stuff, or like if you invest it. Like I gotta have a
She's gonna
bank.
start
and
waving her hands and just totally interrupt
Like,
this
just
this
a
train.
second.
And
We'll
like,
get this.
she's gonna be like, okay, so I'm gonna ask again, are we sneaking, or Venn, are you gonna keep with this role that you've created for yourself and try to like infiltrate? What are we doing? Because they only saw you, they didn't see the rest of us.
Correction, they did see you, Willow. At least the first bandit, Gregor, did, but none of the others. And whether or not he has told Braket of Venn and his assistant, you don't know yet.
I could pop in and see what they're doing. I could showboat a little bit, and things go awry. You guys will help me, right?
Question.
Answer.
What's up?
I was
Aelin
gonna be like, can Hanvil just go like, because I have disguise self, and it says I can't change my like dimensions, but I can change pretty much all of my aesthetic. So I'm just like Hanvil's just gonna use. Well, I want to use disguise self to like pretty much go like full like gnome ninja, and then just try to like stealth kind of like around here.
So you want to be by the tan cargo tent.
And are you gonna be like backup for Venn, or are you
Yeah,
just
like
gonna
I want to
decide?
be like
Okay.
able to like have advantage in case I need to like because like if he's gonna go in and just if we're just here for information,
Mhm.
I want to be able to like sneak around the outskirts while maintaining line of sight, and then if something goes wrong, that's when I can pop in to add like Because are they like honestly? Are they really gonna believe you're supposed to be this gung ho? I'm the end all be all. You just happen to have two of the shortest in the kingdom with you.
Listen, height doesn't matter. It's about the spirit that they have. Anyways, I think I can go in and kind of see what we can do. If you guys want to go ahead and hide and stealth while I'm doing that, just while they're distracted, you can kind of pilfer their camp or find information or whatever. Like this, that's kind of what we can do.
Or I could just sneak around like these and get behind the tent. Yeah.
I was gonna be like, I feel like Hanvil, if you're doing disguise self, you should make yourself look like a bandit and like infiltrate the camp.
I can't be tall though, so I don't know if they employ gnome bandits. That's the concern.
You could be at 1 foot taller.
So I'd be 3.5 feet.
Yes,
I
the
can't-
extra
wait.
foot is important.
I can appear. I can appear fat. I could gain a foot, look like a dwarf.
There you go. Take a
Yeah, he's gonna do that, and then you see a very, very very handsome barred gnome slowly balloon fucking Violet from Willy Wonka.
You
as
can
he
give yourself a beard too, right?
Yeah, you have
I
a
can
beard.
pretty much change. I just can't go. I can't change sizes, so I can only go up to 3.5 feet. He's 3.5 feet. He's heftier, buffer, because normally he's slender. So he's just a stump of a man now. And instead of his normally auburn and purple and red hair, it's a very dirty, matted, brown black. So he looks like more of a bandit. Couple scars across his face,
Right.
and a big bushy unkept beard.
Beautiful.
Okay, so Hanvil, you are infiltrating publicly, or are you stealthing?
Publicly, because I'm going to be
This
With-
can only
with
go
Venn.
well.
because
Ben's bodyguard or something. This is beautiful.
realistically, if we me and Venn are very persuasive people.
Oh yeah. I'm especially persuasive for the next 30 minutes.
I'm
You
just naturally persuasive.
you also stripped this other bandit. So is anyone wearing his clothes, or what happened there? Did that
We
did the-
didn't strip him because Hanvil killed him. And
That's
then
right.
He was like, "Oh, we're just gonna pretend he ate a mushroom and died." I'm like, well, and
I
Willow
took
was
the
like, well,
ropes
I
off
can't-
of him, so
Willow's
he
like,
just
I can't
looked like
steal his
he woke
clothes.
up and ate a mushroom and then died.
naked and looking like he just ate a mushroom. So Willow didn't take
Yeah,
anything
if he's
with
naked,
her.
he just had a really bad trip. He ate some mushrooms, freaked out, got naked. He was hot, and then he fucking died.
Willow didn't take any clothes. Willow just gave up on that whole plan.
Okay, so Hanvil, you're going in this camp, showboating and everything. Venn, what are you doing? You have I can't say rapport, but you have talked to some of these
I
guys
have
before.
history. I have history. Yeah, no, I have history. Yeah, I'm gonna walk down camp like nobody's business.
Okay, and Willow and Aelin, what are you guys doing?
I guess that leaves us to be the stealthy ones, even though I have disadvantage on stealth.
Okay,
So
Or you could just stay where you are if you don't want to move anywhere, Aelin. I think Willow's definitely good in trying stealth because she's got a lot of long range spells, so she can still help from a distance. But I think she's gonna stay in the trees.
Willow, because you are going into the trees, I want you to give me a perception check.
Moss bear, look out.
Got a 10.
You got a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're going into the trees, there appears to be two larger rocks on the outside of this camp, and you can see what looks to be posted stations up there, as though there are outlook posts, but you don't see anyone there. And looking into the camp, you can only see 3 figures. I don't know who was there when the bandit told you how many people were at this camp, but he mentioned that there were 8. So then you would know that you see 3 right now. There are 5 unaccounted for.
oh god.
Okay.
I think regardless of how bad I am at stealth, I am gonna try to follow Willow into the trees.
Okay, so give me some stealth checks.
I make mine a disadvantage, so pray for me.
Waddling, running through the forest. Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, I'm fine. I rolled a 19 and an 18, so with an 18, that's a dirty 20.
Oh
for
my
stealth.
gosh, you are so silent, so sneaky, even with your
Hell yeah.
shiny metal,
Slightly glowing, whatever.
slightly
armor.
glowing armor. You are so hidden. Willow, what'd you get?
Perfect. Willow doesn't even know I'm
Um,
following Willow. That's how silent I am.
I got 13 for stealth.
Okay, 13. You do a decent job. I think you are focused more so on what is around the camp and the people inside it. You're taking in information of, okay, there were 8 people. I only see 3, so that means there's 5. So you're doing good to like hide in the bushes, especially with like your height now that you don't have kangaroo legs anymore. So you hide well.
I just walk up behind you. I'm like, hey.
Ah,
Talk to you about free real estate.
Willow, you mentioned you wanted to do something.
yes. So, as Willow is taking stock of how many people are in the camp, she's going to use message to, I think I can only do it to one person, so I think I'm going to do it to Venn. And I'm going to send a message that says, 2 outposts, no men, only 3 in camp. Supposed to be 8.
Messages received? Question mark.
It should be. It's just a cantrip. Is
Okay.
there any DC that he needs to make, or does he have to open his mind up to the message? Does he feel like a little tingling, and he has to do anything at all?
Nope, it says the target, and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Stay safe.
Okay. So, as Aelin and Willow, you guys are sitting in the bushes. I'm going to have Venn and Hanvil enact what they are doing. What's going on, friends?
Well, did you have?
Before, as we're like walking down these, so what I'm assuming is steps into this enclosure, Anvil's just like whispering to Venn, I'm gonna be just, I'm your muscle for the rest of whatever's about to happen here.
All right. What should I refer to you as? Because I kind of told him my real name.
If anybody asks, I'm Grengle.
Grangle. All right. I think I'll have full confidence that we're going to accomplish our goals, Grangle.
It'll
Okay.
either be talking or killing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's talking or killing. There's the dichotomy is vast, but it's
Okay, so as you guys are going into this enclosure, you guys do see 3 people ahead of you. There looks to be 2 muscular men sitting by a campfire, and then one by one of the green tents. And they all kind of look to you, and the 2 thugs by the fire kind of stand up and kind of size you up, while this more leaner person outside the green tent just kind of opens up the tent, peeks his head in, seems to be taking a message. And as he turns back over to you, he just kind of like has his hand on a dagger, just kind of looking at you. And from the tent, Hanvil, Aelin, and Willow, you guys recognize this person to be the shady figure that was talking to Benedict. And what strikes you as odd is that he is here in camp when he was just in town. And you didn't see him in the forest, which can only mean that there are other routes that this bandit troop may be using in Foxtrot. As he comes out, one of the people by the campfires, Venn, you recognize to be Gregor, the one that you were negotiating wages with. And as this captain, this broad-shouldered man with a single asymmetrical pauldron with spikes on it walks out of this tent, this green tent, Gregor looks to him and points to you from across the way, saying, "That's them. That's the one I talked to. You recognize him?" So the captain looks at you. He doesn't recognize you. You were not at the meeting. And he doesn't recognize you, Hanvil, either, because you have disguised self on right now.
It's
So
the fucker that threw me.
what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I see you are squabbling about pay and not finding out where the shipment went. You're not going to accomplish much this way, are you? Oh, you look to be of some grave importance. Are you the leader? And I'll look to the guy with pauldrons, because I wasn't there. I have no idea who this guy is.
He chuckles a little bit and he's like, well, that I am. And from what my men have told me, it seems that you too are employed under Benedict, but I find that hard to believe. Tell me, what is your purpose visiting us?
Well, listen, Benedict is looking for results, and he's not getting results. So I'm here to make sure that results are gotten, whether it's through you guys or if I get it done. And if I get it done, well, I don't think I should really allude to what would happen.
He chuckles and goes, well, if I didn't know any better, that sounded like a threat.
I'm not necessarily competing with you in a true sense, but Benedict's patience with you is going to wear thin if you do not get what was in that shipment.
Yeah, he's tired of you guys fucking off and jerking off in the forest out here.
Up until this point, Hanvil, he hadn't even paid attention to you, so he sharply looks down and goes, and who the fuck are you? Looks to
None
you,
of your
Hanvil.
fucking business. Get to work. Why are we standing around?
True. Names are
Your subordinate
superfluous.
has a mouth on him.
Well, of course he's got a mouth on him. I wouldn't have him in my company if he didn't.
Doesn't pay me to look pretty like you fucks. Pays me to get shit done.
I guess, where are you guys at in finding, well, you know what you're supposed to be finding.
And do you know what we're supposed to be finding? 'Cause as far as I know, you know a lot about our operation here, but I don't know who the fuck you and Little Mite here are.
No,
And-
Piss
you
off.
didn't.
It's a goddamn air genasi. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You
if
say that, and he looks to you. Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Hanvil.
This is fucking dirty 20.
Ooh.
And that's a fucking natural 20. Let's go.
These 20s are natural, baby.
He looks to both of you. Then his eyes dart back to Gregor, whose demeanor has shifted to this sheepish kind of aura about him. And this captain nods his head, kind of looks at everyone else, who you notice this information wasn't shared between everyone. This was only a select few people who knew about what was in that shipment. He then puts on this plastered smile and grin and raises his arms. Gentlemen, it does seem like we are in business. My apologies for the skepticism. Let's talk inside. And although he plays it off at first to be welcoming, those last words are sharp and to the point. And he gestures for you to come inside his tent. As you are making your way, ducking through the cloth curtain that is the doorway to his quarters, you hear him kind of behind you. Gregor, you come in as well. And Gregor follows. Here's what you see. Opening the cloth covers to the green tent, you see to your right a decorated treasure trove on the inside of this tent. Towards the back rests a wooden desk covered in maps, documents, and bags of gold. On either side of you, there are fur pelts of various animals, dire wolf furs, panther pelts, and decorating on the left-hand side of the tent is rows of weapons, spears, swords, and axes. Behind the desk rests a single bedroll on a cot, and the leader and captain makes his way into the tent and stands behind his desk with a great sword resting at the side of the desk. And he looks to you and asks, "So you know about our operation, and you know what we hunt. But I don't recognize you from our operation and organization. So who the fuck do you work for, if it ain't me?
Listen, I'm just a mercenary. I come from over the mountains.
Over the mountains?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's where you found this loose-lipped kind of fucker. He looks to Hanvil.
What about me?
All I'm saying is that it is quite suspicious that the one time we fuck up on 2 occasions, that you two are founded in the woods and in town.
Why do we keep going in circles? Venn told you we work for fucking Benedict.
See, that's not enough to satiate my suspicion of both of you. I need more information from the both of you.
It's above your pay grade, son. You either know or you don't.
Give me an intimidation check.
That is a dirty 20, because 15 plus 5.
He nods in subtle respect to your attempt at challenging him, but sighs and takes a seat, kicking his feet up onto the desk and taking a dagger from his pouch and twirling it between his hands. I can admit my men did fuck up today. His eyes dart over to Gregor, who shrinks back into the corner. We took a shortcut, and that cost us in the long run.
Well, that's a pretty big fuck up, wouldn't you say?
But that wasn't the only thing that fucked up today. His eyes look to you, Venn. It was reported that 2 of my men were found dead outside the Thistle home, and 1 missing during today's sermon in Town Square. Seems a frosty snowman came in and blew them away. A dark laughter rumbles from him. You wouldn't happen to know who did that, would you?
It's above your pay grade, son.
I think us talking here is taking us further and further away from the goal that Benedict is looking to achieve, and that's finding the air Jackiee.
The Jackiee type doesn't matter. He just wants Jackiee. As for supplies, we have posts all throughout Terrantel, so we can get another. In fact, as far as I know, he's still using the one that we gave him, a month ago? And he looks to Gregor, who's in the back, just kind of there, but not doing anything. And Gregor just kind of nods as though just trying to agree with the captain at this point. Yeah, so, as much of a fuck up as it is today, I'm sure your services are no longer required.
Either way, do you have any clue as to where she's at?
And as you say that, the twirling dagger in his hand suddenly stops, and the room becomes eerily quiet. I never mentioned it was a woman. And suddenly, Gregor leaps on you two. And we're gonna cut to Aelin and Willow. You don't see any struggling or any movement from the tent, but Grungle and Venn go inside with the captain and Gregor. And you see 3 guys right now outside. Is there anything that you guys want to do?
Willow's gonna turn to Aelin and be like, what do you think? Should we just wait? Should we do some more looking? I can send another message.
Think maybe sending another message to see if they're okay, but I don't know if there's anything we can do right now without drawing attention to ourselves.
I agree with you. I think we should wait to see if there's a sign of trouble before we do anything else.
So as you guys are talking, you hear from behind you, very close to where you are, a branch shake from someone in it. And you kind of look back and up, and you see a hidden archer, but he doesn't see you. He rolled a nat 1 on his stealth, so he's up there. He's almost not enamored, but he is focused on what's happening in the captain's tent, that he's causing all sorts of ruckus above you. And he, with a nat 1 actually, he just slips and falls and lands on the forest floor, a bit shaken. He looks up and sees you. He goes, ah! What do you guys want
Willow
to do?
tackles him. Just laying on his face and muffle him.
Okay, so you're going to not tackle. What is it?
Grapple?
Grapple. Yes, give me a strength check.
I would say I've never grappled before.
We grappled a thigh.
Oh no. I need to stop rolling for things. No, I got 2.
So he's on the ground. Well, he would be prone, so you have advantage. Try again.
Okay. I got a nat 1.
Oh no,
Oh.
sweetie. So you get
Well,
a 2 at least. So he catches you off guard and goes thud onto the ground. I would say like 5 feet away from you. So you're scared, like and you try to like grab him, but you just grab his foot instead. Aelin, you have an action or a round before he can do anything. Is there anything you want to do?
Ooh, I guess I'm just gonna help and also try to grapple this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
We were taken by surprise as much as he was surprised to see us.
Yeah, but his nat 1 gives you a round.
Oh god.
So grapple's a strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 21 for me.
Great. Okay, so how
Oh,
are you
God.
how are you trying to grapple him?
I just like full on tackle him and like pin his arms and like I just hold him down.
Okay, so you grapple him and hold him down. He goes, and he just kind of stares at you. Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation. That's gonna be a 19.
Okay, so he's silent, just kind of looking at you, waiting for something to happen.
Well, now what?
Willow's gonna get up to her feet and she's gonna look at Aelin and be like punch him in the head. Like Willow's like, can I knock him out?
I mean, okay, so we don't want him to make noise, right?
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
all Willow can come up with.
All right. So I guess let's see. So he's being quiet. So I'm gonna try casting command.
Ooh, okay.
So you speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
Great. Okay, let's see what he gets. So he gets a 17 on the die.
Let me cast spells. God damn it. So that
No,
failed.
you can do strength checks.
Okay, right. Well, my spell doesn't work. So Will, go ahead. Go, do your thing.
Okay, so Willow's gonna do all with herself again. Let's see. What can I do? I need help. I don't want claws, but I want my fist to be really strong. I'm trying to think of a
Full on
natural.
seal flippers.
You could
Slap
like
the shit out of him.
Oh wait, what if I could just clap my hands on either side of his head?
ooh, okay, kind of like daze him a bit.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking of seal. So I guess I'll give myself. I don't know. Seal flippers really wouldn't be helpful.
I think it's really funny though if you want to do that.
Oh no. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give myself gorilla hands. Let's hope I don't squish his head like a melon. So I'm gonna clap my hands over his ears to try and knock him out. I think it's a 1d6, so I rolled a hit, right?
Yep, roll to hit.
Great roll. Okay, 15.
Okay, yep, you hit.
6.
Okay, 6 damage. He is still awake, but he is dazed. I believe there is a mechanic for dazed, though.
If he has a player sheet, he would have stunned.
A dazed creature can take no actions but has no penalty to AC, and it lasts for 1 round, and they are unable to act normally. So he could just be prone for a round, unable to say or do anything.
I don't think the hands could do a dazed, unfortunately. So you hit him, and his nose starts bleeding. He goes, "Oh God damn it!"
Ow! Shut up! And I'm gonna hit him again.
Oh my God!
Am I loud?
You're technically not in initiative.
Or I could just cover. How about I just cover my gorilla hand over his mouth and nose?
Oh my God! You're gonna try and suffocate him. You're gonna smother him. Okay.
What? This? Willow's panicking. Shut up.
I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative for this guy.
Oh no! Frickety frick! I got 2.
Aelin, what'd you get?
Oh god.
Cause I keep
Okay.
attacking this guy.
You keep attacking him. That's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh, go
For initiative.
Aelin.
Thank you, Aelin. Why are you saying? Oh no!
I look away for 1 second. and you're fighting
Initiative.
somebody.
I've been fighting someone this entire time.
Okay, so Aelin, you have the initiative before the archer can call out. He has a nosebleed right now. He's looking kind of fucked up with the slap to the face.
I guess I'm gonna just attack him.
Okay, so
Like, that's literally
what are you gonna do?
you have advantage.
That's gonna be another nat 20. Damn.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Okay.
you is this lethal?
Yeah.
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 Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, so you already maxed out. So you kill him off. You just
Right.
like slit his throat? Or how do you
No,
kill this guy?
that works. That works.
Grab your dagger and slit it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you completely just kill this guy. Great job. Out of initiative.
Willow lifts her gorilla hands and just shrugs. Is like, sorry.
That went well.
Dear Lord.
Okay, you found this archer. Now what? You killed him.
Well, should we let them know that there's one less guy? Maybe.
Or
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to Ben and be like, so one guy down, 3 outside, 2 with you.
one guy down, just no other context other than that.
I couldn't find the word count for a message, but I feel like it's pretty short.
It's 25 words, I believe.
Okay. But yeah, no, we're keeping it short and simple. I don't want to distract Ben. I just want him to like have information. That's what I
Okay,
do.
so Venn, you received the message. Is there anything that you want to do or say?
Thanks. Good job? Question mark. And like question mark is like the words that are
Yeah.
going back.
Willow's just gonna say, don't ask.
Willow and Aelin, is there anything else you guys want to do? Anywhere you want to move or?
Do we want to move? Do we want to do a perception check?
Can I hide the body?
They're already in the brush, but you can definitely hide it if you want to.
Great,
Willow's
I'm gonna
gonna
hide the body.
Willow's gonna take her gorilla hands and just slowly scoop dirt onto the body and like little twigs. Just camouflage it.
Fashion burial.
And then, yeah, we should probably move.
Okay, great.
Okay, left or right? Or you want to head? There's like this little, looks like a tree right above the camp. But I don't know if we'd have to jump onto a tree to get there.
It would probably be an athletics check because it's over this little recess area.
We could just hide between the rock and the tree.
Sure.
All right, cool. Putting ourselves in a corner. Got it.
Great. Is that everything you guys want to do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
everything
me.
I want to do. Yeah.
Okay, with your passive perception, now that you are closer to this rock, Willow, you noticed earlier with your perception check that there were posts on either rocks, these large boulders that guard almost this small concave, and they act as high up ledges, but you didn't see anyone up there. As you're getting closer with your passive perception, you do see an archer step into the outpost up on top of this rock. He doesn't see you, but you know that he is there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Aelin and go, don't move.
I just gotta give this deadpan stare back like wasn't going to.
Okay, we're gonna move to Hanvil and Venn, if you guys are good with where you're at. Hanvil and Venn, you two have just been grappled from behind by Gregor. He rolled a nat 20 on his surprise attack on you, so I'm gonna have it be that Venn, he has his arm underneath your chin and a dagger to your back while he's kind of stomping on top of Hanvil, who's disguised as a dwarf. And the captain in front of you will get up from his desk and just kind of walk around to look you in the eye, Venn, because you've done most of the talking. And he says, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, Sir Venn, but you leave sloppy work. I mean, who kills off a competitive bandit man and doesn't hide the body, let alone 2 or 3? Mentioning the one in the forest. Gregor looks a little bit sad, disheartened, thinking about it. That's mercenary 101. I don't have any magic users in my guild, and since you seem to be a freelancer of sorts, perhaps I could take you on as one of my own. He glances down to your dwarven coworker and says, I could take him too if you wanted. He's got a mouth on him, but maybe that could be beaten out of him. A shady person can't be trusted, but shady business? That's the shadow of economy. So why not join me and my men? It is better to have a strong ally than a powerful foe.
So I'm not looking to bargain with you, and I'm not looking to off you. I'm just looking to get the job done. All right, by any means necessary, and I do mean any means necessary.
His friendly demeanor breaks and his brows furrow as he glares at you. Well, I tried. See, I'm a gambling man, he says, running his hands along the piles of gold on his desk. How about this? We both search for the Heir Genasi, and whomever finds her brings her to Benedict and claims both parties' rewards. Whoever is successful remains employed by Benedict, and the other must abide by the results and seek employment elsewhere. A friendly competition to show you who really is the better operation in this town. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, back to Benedict. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think that's something that I can agree with. What do you think, Gringle? Sound good?
Yeah.
And then Hanvil's just like, this guy was supposed to, like, in his mind, he's like, this guy was supposed to have, that fucking dude I fed the shroom to lied to me. He said he had more information than he did. So I thought we were here to make sure that they did the job. Why are we doing more steps?
You're right. It is a few more steps.
Gregor kind of digs his heel in between your shoulders, Hanvil, and tightens his grip on you, Venn.
But
I mean, I'm okay with 200 gold.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win for us.
If I see you guys slacking off and we bring it back first, Benedict's probably gonna let me kill you anyway, so.
At least a few.
I highly doubt that. Gregor, let him go. We got a competition to win. In one quick movement, Gregor pushes Venn forward and kicks you, Hanvil, on the ground before taking a step back and opening the cloth door. Now get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just blow off some steam.
Maybe not
you know?
you, good old Milky Eye. Because he seems to have a sweet spot for you.
What do you guys want to do?
All right, we'll walk ourselves out, or at least Venn will walk himself out. Gringle knows how to use his feet. I have a feeling that it was stuffy in there, because if it wasn't just like from like the guy himself, from like all the stuff that was in there, because it probably smells of like iron, steel, and like kind of probably must from like all the treasures and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So Grenkel's gonna go,
Oh, I gotta go take a leak.
I'll meet you out in a sec, and he's gonna go over here.
Over by the large tan tent. Okay.
to go pee. And is this alarming anybody? Because I want to do a stealth check to try and like just stealth behind these boxes. Because it's a big tent, and I want to know what's in the big tent. Why did he take us into the little green tent? He's the leader.
Yeah, well, as you guys, as mentioned before, when you guys looked in on the scene, this large tan tent looked to be for supplies, for shipments. So,
Oh, okay, then we're good. Never mind.
yeah. I mean, you can still look if you would like.
It'll take a week too.
Yeah.
Like,
The bandit right here, he got a shitty insight check, so.
Yeah, but if it's just supplies, I'm not that. Screw it. I want to go look in the tent.
Okay, so you're taking a leak. He rolls a really low insight check. So Hanvil, you see.
Like hiding behind here and peeking underneath.
Okay, so while you're back there, especially towards the back, you see on the side of this tattered tent, you see a seam that looks to be separating the main part of the tent and then a smaller part of the tent. Where would you like to go? You can go under. Okay, you want to go under this
wherever
smaller
the
part.
farthest back is, because that's usually where the good stuff is.
Okay, so you brush aside this the fabric and you crawl under it. So now you are within the tent, and it is almost complete darkness, but the tent itself has
Snow?
holes. No?
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision, beautiful. So you open, not open. You go under this little flap of the tent, and you see in this back area 3 large metal crates, and all of them are showing various signs of wear and tear, but each of a different nature. One looks very rusted, the other one looks scorched with the interior partially melted, and the other has large dents on all facing sides of this metal crate. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna perception check to see if there's anything in those crates. Like, is there anything in it? Or are they just all empty? Because at this point, Hanvil, based on the air genasi, knows that it's just different elements, crates for different genasis. He's just collecting all of them at this point.
Yeah, so actually I don't need you to roll me a perception check because there isn't anything in there. You just see the different kinds of wear and tear of these crates. And as you stated, you can tell that each crate was used to house a different element of an air genasi.
Can I tamper with these? I want to make it to where, like, either the hinges of the where you would, like, the hinges are loose to where, like, if something were to get in these, like, let's say they find other genasis, it's easier for whatever genasi is in there to break out.
Do you happen to have tinkerer's tools or anything like that?
Or thieves' tools or something
That,
like
like thieves' tools or something like that. And also, if you're trying to do this for all 3 of the crates, that may take some time. So you can either do 1 within a couple minutes or all 3 within like an hour.
Let me look at my backpack. What's in my backpack? I'm missing my starting equipment. That's what I realized. Or I have very little starting equipment. Is there anything else in the tent other than these 3?
So you are in a back room of sorts. So after looking at these 3 crates, you see a small little like slit that has more light coming in from the main room of this cargo tent.
All right, I'm gonna do like a little peek, like eye to the slit, like not opening it, but just like do one of those like kind of like looking through a crack of a door to try and see what I see.
Okay. So as you are looking into this main room of the cargo tent, you notice that there's no one there. Inside this larger tent houses stacked cases of preserved lapis berry elements, jams, preservatives, such as dried lapis berry husk jerky, jars of pickled seeds, etc. What would you like to do?
It's just a lot of food supplies pretty much for them, is what I'm gathering.
Yes, and it's all dealing with the lapis berry. While you think on that, Venn, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna go and give Hanvil / Gringle the time. I'm just gonna kind of wander over here, and I am gonna do just a perception check real quick, and I am looking for weird noises outside the perimeter of this camp, aka Willow and Aelin possibly bouncing around.
Great.
They're doing a hell of a job. 7.
Oh, fuck.
We being quiet, okay?
We're so sneaky.
We murder people quietly.
So you're just like stretching, trying to buy Hanvil such Gringle some time, just like,
Just looking around.
and you see nothing.
Wait,
You-
Nothing.
okay, real quickly, randomly, can I see him looking for us?
Yes, so you guys, simultaneously this is happening, you see the little stature of Gringle just kind of like waddle off into like the back corner and then disappear, and then you see Venn just in the center, just kind of blatantly as a 7, just kind of like stretching but like going in a circle, kind of like looking around for you.
Is there a way for me to like show where I am to him, but only him?
Let's do a sleight of hand. Let's try that. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Bet. Okay, hold on. What's my sleight of hand?
Willow is watching very nervously.
Well, my dex isn't great, but we're gonna. Oh, that's a 19.
Ooh, okay. So what you do is that you take one of the pauldrons of your armor and you shine it in the sun just so that it flints off and pierces the cheek and eye of Venn, and you kind of wince, and you see this little signal piece, and you can see that Aelin and Willow are over here by this overhanging tree, but not on it, just behind it. Is there
Alright,
anything
so
you
I got-
guys would like to do?
I'm done with things. I'm just kind of waiting for Gringle to finish up with his elongated break.
And then
So-
Aelin and Willow, is there anything else that you guys want to do after signaling to Venn that you're there? You guys want to try and head back? What do you guys want to do before we go to Hanvil?
Well, I was gonna ask, should we just stay here until they get clear?
Probably. We make noise. We give up the whole thing.
Let's just stay.
We'll wait for them to get out of the camp, and then we'll circle back to meet up with them.
Okay, Hanvil, you are in the tent. You just saw all these preservatives. There are different things here that you haven't necessarily heard of. You've heard of like the lapis berry in itself, and then also like things being like baked with it, but these kind of preservatives are different. There's so much about this land that you don't know. There seems to be something off about why these bandits have this kind of material with them. So what is it that you want to do?
Well, Hanvil is going to kind of carefully, without clinking any of these jars, because I'm assuming they're in jars.
Mm-hmm.
Because you said they're in preservatives. He's just gonna slowly put some of the jerky and different ones inside of his bag
Okay.
to just because he's much like the mushrooms. He's like, maybe this is what my student ate. Maybe it was just something along the lines of he just eaten stuff and got sick.
Okay, so you're taking all of it. Okay.
And then what's the light source in here? You said it was just sunlight?
Yeah, so the tent is kind of light fabric, but there are some holes in it. So as the day goes on, and it's around the afternoon time right now, the tent just seems to kind of illuminate with an orange glow. Just as this light, thin fabric, it has the sun nearing sunset kind of just hitting it and just making it shine. Golden hour.
And how tall is this wall that's right behind me?
Yeah, so this whole area is recessed 20 feet in.
Days of missing being a bunny. I could jump 30 feet in the air. Okay. Well, in this case, I wish that wasn't the. I was part of Hanvil wants, because again, this is supposed to be a race.
Some of the guys outside are gonna start questioning Venn. Your compatriots taking a while, don't you think?
So he's sneaking out. I was contemplating potentially pouring the moonshine boot that I had still from the escapades and then thunderclapping it to light on fire.
Oh my god!
Down. I was like, it's 100 foot. They're definitely hearing that.
Oh my god. Okay, well I need you to make me a stealth check.
We stealthy boy. That is 10 plus 4, 14.
Okay, so you are unable to hide from an archer that is up on this other rock, and he sees you, and he shouts, Hey, what are you doing down there? Hey!
Listen, that's pissing.
And
Why are you watching me, you pervert?
And he brandishes his bow at you. Hey guys,
Trying to see
he's
my
over
dick?
he's over
You
by
trying
the
to see-
crates.
This
Guys,
guy's trying to see my dick.
I need you
And
guys
how
to
are
I need
the
you guys
people-
to either persuade yourself out of this or roll initiative. What are you doing?
I will attempt to persuade myself that I was just pissing.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
That's a fucking 18 plus. Okay, it's an 8. Fucking 26.
God damn it, Matt. Stop looking at his dick.
I'm not trying to look at his
No,
dick.
that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm
you
not.
have a perfect vantage point for that.
I'm doing my job.
Look, stop being a creeper peeper.
I'm not a creeper peeper.
We'll tell him to get out of our bandit camp. I will.
Get the fuck out of our tent, of our camp. Get. So he still has his arrow on you, but you've convinced him out of not killing you. And have somehow convinced with that roll the other bandits and thugs that he was trying to look at your dick. Oh my god.
Listen, Gringle's just going off for a piss. It takes a while. It could take anywhere between 3 minutes and 30 minutes, depending on how he's feeling.
That sounds like a kidney stone.
I've been on the road all day, and I've trying to take a piss and your boy up there is
Ah.
out here trying to look at my dick.
I am not. I'm not. God damn it, that's against the bro code. Probably didn't
Gringle just
see
adjusts
anything.
his belt.
The audacity, you guys. Oh my goodness.
Another
Can
shit show you
a
run.
dwarf piss in peace?
I need somewhere
I know
dark.
what-
I'm from the deep.
I kind of want to like
wanted
try
to
to
piss near
start a
the rock.
distraction or something.
Do you want to? What are you gonna try to do?
Oh no. Because like okay, but they're letting them leave, right? They're telling
Yeah.
them to leave. Like they're not trying to start. Okay, then never mind. I will not.
Okay,
It's fine.
okay. So then they're just kind of like, I get it. Kidney stones. They suck ass.
They're awful, yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of dust I've inhaled.
You guys are on your way out. Aelin and Willow, I'm gonna need you guys to give me stealth checks in order to reconvene with your friends.
Unless I create a distraction.
Oh,
You might
wow.
have to, depending on how I roll.
Ugh.
Yeah, we'll see how we roll, and then I might make a distraction.
I got an 8. My big gorilla hands are getting in the way.
Oh,
Even with disadvantage, I still got an 18.
Okay.
I snapped a lot of branches.
Aelin, I will
Relax.
give you this option. If you roll with disadvantage, I will give you the ability to pick up Willow and get out of there.
Wait, roll with disadvantage on stealth?
So yeah. Oh, we'll see. You
I
are.
already rolled.
I
with
know, but you
disadvantage.
got an 18 still, so I need you to roll again in order to pick her up.
You can just leave me behind.
In this case, they don't know that they're with us.
I mean, true.
I just need to get an 18 again. That's still a 16.
Okay. So I'm going to do a contested perception check. He got a 17.
No.
So
He
he
sees this elf carrying a halfway giant hand.
he just sees this elf and he's like, hey, intruders, there's intruders! And he's going to take a shot at you guys.
So Willow's going to.
Is there anything you can do as a reaction?
As a reaction, no, but I have an action that I can try to do.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Aelin, does a 15 hit?
No, a 15 does not hit me.
Okay, so Willow was like preparing, like I can help, and Aelin has you underneath her arm and starts running away. You see an archer alert everyone, and he shoots an arrow. It goes at your feet, and you continue onward.
I'm still gonna do my distraction just in case.
Go ahead.
I can't trip. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to just do a basically.
Don't
I
shoot
don't know,
a
I
light
can't
above your
describe
head.
it. No, I want to get it right in front of the archer's eyes to like blind him, like do like a flash in front of his eyes, just so hopefully he doesn't see us for a few minutes.
Do it.
Okay. So that's what Willow's gonna do. She's gonna flash a small spark in front of the archer's eyes as they are running away.
Perfect. So the spark just ignites in front of his eyes. He shoots and misses Aelin as you guys run out of there. The perception checks of other people were pretty low, so only he was the one that saw you, and you get away. I'm going to say you guys head back into the forest area.
Not me, I was gonna try to set fire to one of the...
You want to set fire?
No, I was
wants
going
to set
to.
fire?
I was going to.
You guys are running out of the bandit camp. You made it out. What are you guys doing?
Got some news. Oh wait, shit.
Are you still in disguise?
Yeah,
Okay.
stay, does like a hand motion, and the disguise just turns into just a garb, like a black cloak, and it's just like puts it back in his bag. They're not just collecting air genasies; they're collecting all genasies. That tent had cages meant for all of them, all types.
Do you know why they're collecting the Genasis?
I
Did you
asked.
Find that out?
It's apparently above their pay grade. They're just mercs.
Yeah, and it sounds like they've been pretty successful up to this point in time, which is unfortunate for any Genasi that preceded the air Genasi that has managed to escape.
There weren't any Genasi in the camp that you noticed?
I didn't see. Yeah, you didn't see any.
No, there was just there was a cage that was, it looked like an earth genasi had beaten the crap out of, one that was scorched, and another that was I guess wet,
Rusted.
rusted. That's the word. Wasn't wet, rusted.
Yeah, it's the metal
It's
was
been a weird day.
oxidized. Yeah, no, it's okay.
We did good, Venn. We did. You know what? Fuck it. 4 stars. 4 stars out of getting out of that camp. 10 out of 10.
4 stars. I'll take that.
Room for improvement. We could have got in for more information, but it doesn't seem like they knew shit.
We killed a man.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I heard.
Yeah, and then we didn't stealth very well, but we'll lift up gorilla hands. It's kind of hard to stealth sometimes.
We didn't stealth very well.
Okay,
We
I didn't
stealth
stealth.
very well.
They still shot us. They still shot at us. So I don't think you succeed either.
Rude.
I don't know about you guys. Well, I don't have where do we where do we go now? We
Can we
came
go
out
back
here.
now?
So
Sound?
here's the thing. The Air Genasi, she just disappeared in front of us, but we don't know where she went. So like, it would behoove us to try and find her again to make sure that she's safe. Considering that she was here before, she still might be here if she doesn't know where to go.
I mean, I'm assuming it's been longer than an hour, right?
If anyone wants to try and find her, give me an Arcana or Perception check. That's only if you want to.
I'm gonna walk back by the fish
Yeah.
and just make little hello, my children, and then I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say I would also like to make an Arcana check as well.
Okay, so you... Okay. Everyone who wants to, go ahead and do an Arcana check from wherever you would like to be. You can spread out if you want to try and give yourself more range.
Does the Air Genasi doesn't count as a celestial though, right?
I don't believe it's celestial, no.
Yeah, never mind then.
That's okay.
I got a dirty 20 because of 12 plus 8.
Great.
24.
Arcana.
I got a 22.
Okay.
And I got a 16.
Great. Okay.
It rolled well.
So, Hanvil and Venn, making the Arcana check, you guys, especially since you had met this Air Genasi before, you get the feel and ping of an invisibility spell again. It's over in this area. She hasn't really moved much. I think she was just kind of waiting. You guys see and feel the rustle of the winds again, and she just kind of appears to you guys. And she's just in a tree, but she looks more relaxed a little bit, still timid to you, but she's not ready to pounce and leave. So she just kind of like looks at you and just kind of like tilts her head.
Oh, she's safe.
Honestly, I don't think Aelin and Willow, where you guys are, and with your perception checks, you know that she's there, unless Venn and Hanvil mention something.
Hanvil, do you have anything like quick response that you're gonna do? Or
Hanvil's just going to this wagon was full of, I'm assuming, like just regular like food and materials and stuff.
Yep.
Right,
Besides the one flat that had the crate on it, everything else was just food and supplies.
Okay. So Hanvil could see the Air Genasi at this point, right?
Yep. So you guys found her. She's just kind of like sitting there with like her hair just still flowing in this non-existent wind, and as she like moves her head, it kind of looks like when you're underwater and your hair's just kind of like always like moving about you. She's just this gorgeous Air Genasi in the tree branches, just kind of looking at you.
Okay. Yeah, Hanvil's just going to kind of like, as he's like kind of like walking towards the cart and like just like, you know, scampering and playing with the cats. He's gonna just rummage through and look for just general food, and just kind of like offer it to the Air Genasi and just be like, I can't imagine they fed you very well when you were in the cage. And then he takes like a bite of the food and then like offers like a piece of like whatever, whether it be bread or whatever, to the Air Genasi. Like, I'm more concerned on the fact that you more than likely haven't eaten in days. Would you like some food?
yeah.
So she's around like 10 feet away from you. Are you just kind of like holding this out to her?
Yeah, like just like offering food, because I don't want to get close to her, because she's clearly had a bad experience with people.
And then what are
Well,
you doing?
Well, I was gonna just like kind of go like a little bit halfway, like near the tree, and just kind of like sit down.
Okay.
Just
So
like a very like, hi, I'm here, and I know you're here, and I don't want to like get into your bubble, but I want you to know that I am very interested in helping you, and yes.
So, Hanvil, you have the bread out, and you see like her arm just like dissipates into like this like small little whirlwind, and she just kind of like collects it from you, and it's in her hand now, and then she starts kind of just like eating it, but it's like keeping eye contact between you and Venn, just like eating. Aelin and Willow, what are you guys doing at this time?
I feel like if we're doing perception and arcana checks, we probably are aware that Hanvil and Venn seem to have interacted with something.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Willow will come up over to. And
Okay.
then if we're that close, do we see the air genasi too, or?
She's now uncovered herself to you guys. So, you guys, Aelin and Willa, I don't think you saw her before, but she's this light blue skinned air genasi with beautiful ruffling hair that is continuously moving with a non-existent wind. Only it seems to affect like her hair. There's no wind around her. She has a piercing in her nose and on her chin / lower lip, and she's eating a piece of bread right now. She has beads and tusks and very tribal-like clothing. And she just kind of like looks to you as she's like eating, the bread, but still saying nothing.
I think Willow's just gonna reach over. Like, she's exhausted, so she's gonna plop on the ground and reach over her gorilla hand for another piece of food on the ground, like probably more bread, and just start eating it as well.
Okay, that's cute.
Would you like a comfort kitten?
Yes, please. Willow's gonna hold out
Viridian,
her
go.
hands for comfort,
Go
kitty.
comfort.
Thank you.
Okay, and like a little kitten comes over and just like starts like cuddling up against one of your gorilla arms, just like nuzzling and just comforting you.
Which kitten is it, Hanvil? Which one is it?
Viridian.
Viridian.
Okay, good.
Is there anything that you guys want to do? You guys want to take a short rest?
Oh, God,
Yeah, I
yes,
would
please.
say.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so you guys are here and taking a short rest. The air genasi is still just in the tree, and she's finished her bread, and she's just kind of like looking at you guys as you're resting. Although you see a warmth to her facial expressions as she watches as all of you play with the moss kittens and are seemingly harmless to her in this moment. It shows in her face that she is relaxing more and more with your presence.
Do you speak common?
She nods. She nods at you.
I'm sorry, I don't know your name. And we can go to somewhere more secluded. It's where I went. It's where I found the mushrooms.
Oh, where those mushrooms are. The last time I saw one of those mushrooms at work, and I murdered a person. So.
Yeah, but as long as you don't eat them, they're okay. But I feel like it's more secluded to where if the bandits come, they won't find us. Because I didn't see anything when I was in there.
Give me a persuasion check to have her follow you.
That is a 8 plus 8 is 18.
Okay, so she has to be a 16. Yep. So she just kind of like begins to dismount from the tree, just kind of hiding, and she's just waiting for you to walk wherever it is that you want to go.
Like the rest of you can come with. I figured like it's a peaceful place. It's a nice place to like if we're gonna rest. I'd rather do it away from death. And he's just Hanvil's just gonna like kind of like scoop up what's remaining of the fish in like his bag, and then like be like, "Come on, kittens," and then take all the kittens, other than the one that obviously Viridian's staying by, and then just kind of lead him back. He's not gonna sit in the circle this time. I ain't trying to, but I'm gonna sit next to it.
I'll follow.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I will follow as well.
Great. So then, again, another wispy wind kind of takes this air genasi with you, and she just kind of like plops on this little rock over here away from you guys. Still kind of under this brush, so she's kind of shadowed, but she just sits there. Everyone else, this is a new area for you. This is a hidden garden area with like giant trees that seem to intertwine at the top to create this canopy. There's still light from the sunset that pierces through the leaves, but it seems like this little tranquil area. And as you break through the brush, you see this illuminating mushroom circle where you can only speculate that that's where Hanvil got his mushrooms. Again, even being on Terrantel, you know that mushroom circles are incredibly rare. And this one specifically looks very unique with the shimmering iridescent colors going in and out of each of the species of fungi and fauna. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just tired.
Okay. Yeah, so feel free to take a short rest, everyone. I believe that's 4 hours.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get spell slots back for that.
I know, I was looking, I was like, what do I get with rest? A short rest.
I get nothing.
You get nothing?
Mm-mm.
Do we get spell slots or is it just hit points?
You are a high elf, so you can trance.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's true, because a short rest for everyone else would technically count as a long rest for me.
Yeah, so you should be good.
I'm still like I have half my spell slots still, so we're okay. Can I try to persuade the Ergenasi for her name, at least?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Because I'm like, you don't have to necessarily talk to me, but I'd like to at least get on a, name-to-name basis.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that was 15. If it's persuasion, it's 23.
Oh my god, your checks are insane. Okay. So you kind of like look to her as you're just like completely encased with like moss kittens, right? So you're just like, so what's your name? and she kind of like gives like a little smile to the little moss kittens that are just kind of playing and laying down with you for the night. And she takes her hand and she just kind of like spins it around, creating like this little tornado. And you hear this breathy voice that sends shivers down your spine. And even though she's around like 5 or 10 feet away from you, you hear it as though she was whispering behind you.
My name is Whirl.
And that's where we'll end today's episode. Thank you so much for listening, Little Sprouts. I want to give a special thanks to my players, Maddie, Kisla, and Michael for playing with me today. And a special thanks to our guest star, Mage. Tune in next week for more chaos and make sure to follow the show on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Give us a 5-star review and join us for the joys. Be there for the betrayals and celebrate the successes of our adventures. Have a fantastic morning, evening, and night, and we'll see you next time. Bye, Little Sprouts.
Plant yourself where you thrive.